How you doing, people? Robert here, aka Robess Anti-Corruption Scotland. I'm going to do another video. This is part 1B. I've already did part 1A relating to the Somebody Want, the video that was silenced and muted on TikTok. Alright, I've redid it. This here is a letter from the headquarters in Edinburgh, Saughton House, okay? It says, Right of Access Request Review. Dear Robert Sproul, I am writing to you in relation to your letter dated the 9th of July 2024, addressed to Sean Chalmers, Scottish Court and Tribunal Service Headquarters, received by the Scottish Court and Tribunal Service on the 11th of July 2024. Your letter indicates that you are dissatisfied with the content or the response to the subject access request you made to the Scottish Court and Tribunal Service by a letter dated the 10th of June 2024 and received by Paisley Sheriff Court on the 12th of June 2024. Because of your dissatisfaction, I reviewed the handling of the subject access request and response provided to it. In reviewing the response providing your request on Thursday 27th of June 2024 at 15:30, I recognise the response provided is brief and does not provide required information to comply with the right of access. Furthermore, guidance from the Information Commissioner's Office states when a subject access request is received, reasonable efforts should be made to find and retrieve the requested information. I recognise this is an error and apologise. To rectify the error, I have included below information that should have been provided to you. That's a magic word, people. You. You means nothing. It's a legal terminology to deceive the people. Okay. Please note the subject access request only entitles the requester access to their personal data to process your request. I confirm we searched the electronic case management system for a record of your personal data in relation to the Somebody Want noted in the subject access request. I confirm we did not locate any of your personal data in this search. Specifically, I confirm we searched our records for a record of applications on the Somebody Wants received in May 2024. This is because you indicated the Somebody Want was made before the 31st of May 2024. We confirmed Paisley Sheriff Court did not process applications for Somebody Wants during that period. They are marked with the Scottish Courts and Tribunal Service case reference. Our records of these applications only contain the following documents: an interlocutor from the Sheriff who considered the application. It contains the date of the application and the date of the interlocutor. We confirm your personal data is not contained in any of these applications for the Somebody Wants. As a result, I am unable to provide you with any of your personal data in response to this information you request and your subject access request received on the 10th of June 2024. This is because the Scottish Courts and Tribunal Service does not hold that information. However, I suggest you could contact or make a request for your personal data relevant to the request held by the authority who made the application for the Somebody Want to the court. Authority. That's local authority. A fiction, corporate, fictitious name used to escape liability. Council. Fictitious corporate name used to escape liability. Right? No man or woman will come forward in a private capacity for the organisations or private corporations and make a claim you owe a debt. Okay? They can't, because they're making a false claim, because local authority and council have no life. There's life represents these corporations, right? Men and women behind the mask, right? But they'll not come forward, as I've just said. Finally, additional information provided to comply with the right of access can be found on the Scottish Court privacy notice via the Scottish Court Service website. Alright? They sent a link. I'm not interested in the link, people. There's also matters in your letter which do not fall under the data protection legislation. However, I have tried my best to provide a response. The first matter related to the following part of your letter. This is a question I give them an answer to people, and then they give me a response. The problem the court has is I have evidence showing that the sheriff officers go into a court chamber with a spiral bound folder with hundreds of names to make a Somebody Want application, and guess what? the only name on the summary warrant that is used is the first name on the list is recorded on the system, and only one summary warrant is used for hundreds of names, which is unlawful and fraud at the highest level. This process that is used is the same process that is used to get access to people's property to fit meters and signed off the same way behind closed doors in a sheriff chamber. A nonsense, to be clear. I know how this nonsense works because I have personally challenged them previously numerous times with the people they involve and stopped them in their tracks because the process is fraudulent. Fact. This is a response, people, right? Paisley Sheriff Court follow a standard of process. They've got a process, people. They're a private corporation. That doesn't apply to the sovereign man or woman, right? When they receive an application for a summary warrant, they receive an application and a list of debtors, meaning persons, right? Corporations, entities. The application for a summary warrant is registered on our case management system. This is to allow the court to fee the applicant, meaning get the money off them for the fraud. The sheriff considers the application. If they are content to grant the application, do you notice that, people? It says sheriff, now they're saying they, right? Who's they, right? The sheriff will sign an interlocker. The sheriff court then returns the received paperwork to the authority who lodged it. Well, a court can't send nothing, people. It has no life. It's a dead entity, right? Please note the relevant legislation scope for the Scottish Court Service follows to process applications for summary warrants as Section 2, Subsection 2 of Schedule 8 of the Local Government Finance Act 1992, in brackets legislation.gov.uk. It states the sheriff, on an application by the authority, accompanied by a certificate from them containing such particulars as may be prescribed, shall grant a summary warrant in the form provided for by Act of Surredin, authorising the recovery of any of the diligences mentioned in subparagraph 3 below of the amount of the sum remaining due and unpaid, along with a surcharge of 10% of that amount. So if you get £500 debt, they want £50 on top for their bother, right? Bear in mind, people, they get one summary warrant, they pay for one fee, but when everybody gets all their so-called letters and their charges, all these charges go independently, so they're making a fortune out of this. They're ripping these off, and it's time for you to stand up and fight back. Additionally, I note in your letter received by the Scottish Court Tribunal Service on 11th of July 2024, comment contains about specific members of staff at Glasgow City Council and Walk on Love. The Scottish Court Tribunal Service is unable to comment on complaints about the other organisations. So there you go. They're admitting they're an organisation, people. They're admitting they're a corporation. However, I include the following relevant contact details if you have a complaint about Glasgow City Council. You can't complain about a council. It's a fiction, people. Please get that into your head. They've given me a link. I'm not interested. And if you have a complaint concerning a sheriff officer, the following webpage provides relevant guidance. They get another link. I don't make complaints, I make claims, people. Finally, in response to the following part of your request, now I require of the Sheriff Clerk or yourself, Sean Chalmers, to verify that there is a warrant in the name and address of the subject access request I have sent. I also require that the Sheriff Clerk to verify the alleged debt, which I think not, and also confirm the Sheriff's name, which was never did. They've never given me the Sheriff's name. They granted the fraudulent warrant. There is a false presumption has been made here. I am a person, and that the fictitious debt is owed by myself, the living man. So we are crystal clear. The process that has been used is abuse of process. So the answer I got for that was, I confirmed the Scottish Court Tribunal Service does not hold any of your personal data in relation to the summary warrant noted in the subject access request received by the Scottish Court Tribunal Service on 10th of June 2024. Therefore, we are unable to verify the requested information. If you have any concerns regarding the process the court has followed to process the summary warrants, then I suggest you seek legal advice. So firstly, these people can't give legal advice, right? That's not their job. That's not their job description. If you ask a clerk at the court for a specific question relating to a point in law. They'll say they don't give legal advice, they're not qualified. So what they do then is they try and get you to take a lawyer, liar, or hood of Babylon. That's why they tell you to get legal advice. They want you to keep you in the system, and that's how they do it. That's what happens when you use a lawyer, liar, or hood of Babylon. They keep you in the system and fuck you over. I believe there is nothing further I am able to add, given the Scottish Court Tribunal Service solely administrative function. So there you go, it's telling you administrative, right? So it's telling you again, it's a private corporation. I hope this explanation is of assistance. However, should you have any concerns or questions regarding the response, you have the right to raise this with the Information Commissioner's Office using the following contact details. There you go, legally, strictly, Information Commissioner's Office. That's an office, people. Can't write letters, can't answer phones, can't respond to a man or a woman. That's another way they use these fictitious offices to escape liability. I hope you're taking this on board, people, because I wouldn't like you to think I'm wasting my time trying to educate you. This is the address, Information Commissioner's Office, Wycliffe House, Water Lane, Wilmslow, SK9 5AF, right? And the woman that sent this is Leanne Joblin, and her fictitious title is Head of Information Governance and Correspondence Data Protection Officer. Officer, part of corporation. That there, I'm verifying it. That's what an officer is. It's a private corporation, okay? It's no sovereign, it's a fraud. What I want to say as well, people, the Information Commissioner is a private corporation registered in Dun & Bradstreet. And this is the point that people are missing. Every part of this system, right up to the entity known as government, is fraudulent. It's no sovereign. It can never be sovereign. They're all private corporations trading for profit and screwing the people. But obviously, because of the way the people are sitting, taking it, they're happy to do that. And the people are obviously happy to accept that. Somehow I don't think so. I don't accept it. I fight everything, people. Again, I use an ABC rule, people. Accept nothing from men and women representing a corporation, the legal system, legal society. They're all paid liars. Believe nothing from men and women representing a corporation, the legal system, legal society. They're all paid liars. And challenge everything. Everything is home to challenge. No matter how small or how big, challenge it, right? And again, it all boils down to what man or woman is making a claim, right? Because only a man or a woman can make a claim. And that's a fact. Now, relating to person, I'm verifying here now, I am not a person. I'm a living man. Because only a living man can set up a camera and turn it on. I've never met my person, and I've never met anybody else's person. So the question the people have got to ask, have you met MD's person? Have you met your own person? I would be interested to hear what the answer would be if you have. Because as far as I'm concerned, a person only exists on paper. The driving licence and passport, as I keep telling you, that's images of the man or woman. That isn't yourself. Because if you ask your passport a question or the driving licence a question, I'll never answer you. If you slap it across the room, I'll no scream because it has no life. This is where the fraud and deception is, people. Are you getting that yet? I hope so. Anyway, please share this video far and wide. Get this information out there. It's important that people start paying attention to what they're being told, especially with myself. Because I go my way to get this information, to get you answers, and I give you it for free. No fund me, PayPals, or anything else, okay? So, please get this video out there. It's important that people start to understand how they've been fucked over. And that's what's happening. And that's what they're getting, people. Screwed. Anyway, again, please share the video far and wide. I'll be doing more videos very soon. More invaluable information to awaken the people, to educate the people on their rights. Thanks for taking time to watch this video. And thanks for letting me be heard. Take care, people. Be safe.